Let's roll, nerds.
6596. I'm sorry. 6596. 6596 are the last four digits of the phone number. Please hit *6 to unmute.
Oh, I'm sorry. God dang!
What's going on? I'm glad you didn't curse because that was really loud. What is your name?
Tiffany Woods for the people.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Lebo for Mr. Haddon. Mr. Haddon, could you state your name, sir?
My name is David Haddon.
Thank you, Mr. Haddon. All right, we're here today for a sentence. We're supposed to be here for a sentence and a payment plan review. Mr. Haddon failed to make and keep his appointment with Matt Statman, according to the report that I have.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, I did talk about this with Mr. Haddon. Mr. Haddon has indicated to me that he's had some difficulty getting a hold of Mr. Statman. I did ensure that Mr. Haddon has the correct phone number for Mr. Statman, so I'm hopeful that if he's given an additional opportunity, he'll be able to complete that assessment.
Ms. Woods?
Judge, this is the second time now that this defendant failed to do his assessment. We already
Please don't talk over her, Mr. Haddon.
back in February 24th, he didn't complete his assessment, Judge. And you ordered him to do that assessment. He still hasn't completed it, Judge. So I don't know what it's going to take for this defendant to complete this assessment. I mean, at this point, are we looking at putting him in custody to get that assessment done? Or, I mean, he's really not leaving us much of a choice, Judge.
Thank you. You make a good point. Mr. Lebo?
Your Honor, I think that Mr. Haddon is understanding the importance of getting this assessment done, particularly with the understanding that if he's given an additional opportunity today, it's going to be his last opportunity before potentially being remanded. So I think that if he is given that additional opportunity, he will understand and appreciate that and get that accomplished before the next court date. Isn't that correct, Mr. Haddon?
Yes, sir. Every time I called the man, he ended up not answering the call. Then when I called the probation officer, they gave me a number. I called. He don't answer the phone.
These are lies!
He called the probation officer. The probation officer said that I did do what I was supposed to do. He put me on a list. I don't know what the list is called, but he put a list. After he put me on the list.
Get that stuff out of here. I told you this was a hen party.
I was 5 minutes late from answering the call. Then that's when he said I gotta wait till April. Then I called. My lawyer called me and said, did I do the assessment? He said I was 5 minutes late. Then I gotta reschedule it. It's hard to get in contact with that dude to do that thing that y'all asking me to do.
Huh?
Well,
but my probation officer got proof that I did call repeatedly times, left voicemails, and he only got back with me one time. Said because he was packed. And I don't know what to do. Like, can I pay the money? And I asked my lawyer, like, if I pay the money, since I already did 75 days under this case, if I pay the rest of the money today, is it possible that this case can be gone away?
are you done, sir?
Anybody hear me? Yes, ma'am.
I said, are you done?
I said, yes, ma'am.
All right. So the answer to your question is no, the case can't be gone away. The reality is, sir, you were here back on in February, like the prosecutor said, and I made it very clear then that you had to have this report done or you would go to jail.
I'm trying to do it. he won't answer the call. Like, I don't know why it's only one person doing it. Like, he ain't answered the call. My probation officer called up there. He looked at the voicemail. Let me say the voicemail asked me what's my number. I gave him my number. My number's still the same. Then he put me on the list because he wouldn't answer the phone. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to do it.
Apparently you were not done. Sir, I
You said
made it
what?
clear that you needed to get this done and it was not done, like I told you to. So at this point in time, it looks like I have no option but to put you in custody to make this happen. Because you're the only person recently that's coming back and telling me that Mr. Statman is not answering his phone after the second time. So
He's not answering the phone. I can call it right now while we on the phone. And he not gonna answer the phone. He not gonna call me back or none of that. I call the probation officer. They'll call, then Statman will call him. But I've been trying to call him. Been trying to set it up and everything.
And Your Honor, I do believe that Mr. Haddon does have a fairly significant amount of credit on this case.
and that is relevant in what way when I cannot get him sentenced because he hasn't completed his assessment?
Your Honor, I certainly understand the importance of Mr. Haddon completing the assessment, but if the maximum sentence would already largely be served by the time of sentencing, I would ask the court to consider that and not remand Mr. Haddon.
I considered that when I did this the first time and told him to get it done.
I'm trying, Miss Washington. I called the man several times.
I don't need you to repeat that to me again, please.
I wish you could just shut your big yapper!
I'm gonna pass this case. The only way I'm not going, and it appears he had an appointment and he was late for it, so that's the other problem. I'm gonna pass this case, schedule another appointment right now, and I'll recall it and decide whether or not I'm just gonna do a remand. Mr. Hatton.
You said, can you
Call
repeat that one?
Mr. Statman right now and schedule the appointment.
Call Mr. Statman. Okay, I'm finna call the probation officer and let them know I'm finna call Mr. Statman.
I just told you to call Mr. Statman.
Every time I call Mr. Statman, he do not answer the phone.
Okay. Right. I'm passing this. Either you have an appointment or you don't when it comes back. If you don't have an appointment, then I'm going to issue a bench warrant. Yep.
Thank you.
Is y'all through?
State of Michigan versus James Kimbrell, case number 24 as